So I've got another set of the nails today, and we are going to go for a Babybomer with a bit of sparkle for Harley. And again, she didn't have her nails done for a wee while due to the lockdown.
Yeah. About 5 months now.
5 months, yeah, crazy. Just wrap in your hands. And in her case, I'm going to use a tips, and we are going to do a coffin shape, yeah? So nice and squeaky clean. And then push back the cuticles. Hailey used to be my model like years ago when I have started doing nails. And I was so slow, guys, at it, and she can really confirm.
That was a good
10 years ago, yeah. So that was ages ago. I'm using 180 grit on the natural nail plate. And we are going to also file the free edge just so we can apply the tips. Now I'm just going to give a couple more scratches to this file because I don't want to cut her. So what I'm doing is I'm just going with the file like this and checking if there is any rough surface. And then another nail. I will kind of show you on a couple of the nails how I do this set. And what is nice, we are also going for some ombre Babybomer glitter encapsulation, so you will be able to see that too. And Babybomer is always a really popular choice in my clients, so I do quite a lot of that. I'm actually going, just because I will be more busy in a salon, I will actually record more tutorials for you from the salon, so you will be able to meet my clients. But yeah, I was learning my first sculpted sets on Hallie as well, like how to put the forms. Do you remember those ones with the butterfly? Yeah, she remembered them. Oh my goodness, 3 hours job, guys. And they weren't nice. I mean, they were at the time, but like I think they nothing compare what we're doing now. So we all start somewhere, like, and I couldn't do one stroke. I couldn't paint faces on the nails. I couldn't shape them properly. I didn't know where to place the apex. So everything comes with the practice. Now, also, just regarding to the salon videos, they are going to be a different style of the videos because they might be a phone going on in the background. There might be some other clients getting their nails done. On the background as well, plus obviously I've got, actually now for this setup I make it a bit comfier for myself, because on the previous tutorials the camera was right on front of my nose, like making me really squished and uncomfy, so it was pretty difficult for me to record and work at the same time, but I will try to find the best solution for that. And obviously in a salon I have no cameraman with me, so they are different style. Hailey's got really nice straight fingers and nice nails, so it's a good hand to work on. So I'm shortening the free edge. And the free edge I always shorten for a nice rounded shape for the tips.
I love stubborn. Especially Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays when I take sense out.
And then
Okay.
another
So
nail.
you didn't pay anything yet?
No, no.
Anything else?
And another one. I wanted to ask you like what diet you wanted because you are so like, oh my goodness, it's unbelievable.
Thank you. Not any special diet, just calorie counting.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So you just eat everything, just watch your calories.
Just anything I want. Coffee, toast, anything.
Awesome. Honestly, guys, she looks fantastic. Like, how much you have lost?
7 stone, 10 pounds.
Oh my goodness, 7 stone, 10 pounds. That's so impressive. Wow. It is really impressive. I lost quite a lot, like just like over 4 stones after being pregnant with Olivia. And that was a quick loss, but I kind of put some kilograms back. But
You look good. You always do.
no, but like your weight loss, like 7 stones, unbelievable. And in such a short period of the time as well.
Well, about a year and 4 months, so
That's quite quick.
yeah.
That's really quite quick. You almost like hard to recognize, honestly.
Thank you. Bye. Have a nice day.
Okay, so that's my nails filed and shaped for the tips application. And I'm going just to remove the dust from all of them, clean them with the nail dehydrator again. And I'm using the blue scrub.
Like when I'm going to eat,
And then an extra nail dehydrator.
I'm always so hungry, and I see these big plates. And, yes, I can eat it all. And then it's like, no, I can't eat it. What am I gonna do?
And then we can apply the tips.
Can you eat it, please? Or can you take it
Yeah.
to us?
Hi!
But there's no like takeaway.
So I'm going to use the coffin shape tips. Just wait for the nail dehydrator to dry.
Oh, yes, it is. It's a much better day.
I really like, you know what is a fresh seafood?
I'm just measuring
What
them
is that?
and then cut the weak corners, apply the glue and then stick the extensions on.
Fresh fish.
Hiya! How can I help you?
There was one guy who is selling them.
Uh-huh.
So,
Sorry guys, there are going to be some disturbs, like, so I don't want to spend too much time on recording in a salon. But anyway, yeah, we cut the wee corners of the tip,
you like?
then take a nail glue, one side, other side,
I like these.
Because I know
and then apply this on.
it's seaweed.
Yes.
I just won't even try it.
Like, I couldn't be able to try the seaweed, which is like fresh.
Yeah.
I like these which you're putting in sushi.
So I've got first
Yeah.
tip on, then the next
They're
one.
rich. I like them. But just seaweed.
But I like if you go into the Chinese buffet
Mm-hmm.
and you get the seaweed that's so dried,
Mm-hmm.
it's crispy.
Yes.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've got some tips. Someone mixed my tips in a box, so
Yes, I want to shoot them.
I've actually never seen these ones before, the
the
coffin tips.
the coffin tips, yeah. See, usually for the coffin shaped nails, like I like to either sculpt them or I prefer using
There is no such
those
place
ones,
where
I
you can
think.
eat sushi. So we're making
They
that
look
home,
much nicer.
our own. So we can put everything with really light inside. Oh, it's so nice.
So I'm
So
holding
do you cook
the
today something?
tip.
What you gonna cook? What you gonna cook? Ah,
In the meantime, set up the sunbed for a client.
that's good.
And that was just on time, isn't it?
Having that.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
And the choice of the gloves, the tips get stuck in
I
there.
haven't been cooking for many days. Just, like all the time someone is just inviting for dinner and then we're after dinner we just don't want to eat anymore. And we're like,
So when you're sliding the tips, you have to feel it when they kind of click it. And then that's the right position of them. You don't want to apply the tip on top of the nail, like where the pocket
it's
is.
not warm food. You just don't feel hungry.
Gosh, they all mix.
Barbecue away because I was fed up that my daughter and son-in-law and 2 granddaughters,
Mm-hmm.
one of his boyfriends, they'd all come up. And Christina would think, well, I'll bring burgers or loads of sausages because the wee one likes sausages.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm the one that can supply like the chicken kebabs and the
And the reason why I'm cutting the corners is just to get a better adhesion of the glue.
That's been a real human day and making up different salads.
Mm-hmm.
Potato salad and coleslaw and
Are you cooking
And the
your
other hand.
saffron sticks?
yeah,
How are you making them? I really love them, but I don't know how to make them.
you just put them together on a wooden spatula and
Yes.
stick them under the grill.
But are you putting some like marinade or?
Sometimes
I feel like disabled, like with the gloves on.
but other times it's just left.
I actually need to
Just get the barbecue.
read the rules, like
Mm-hmm.
No, there's just so much different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I cook them in the house first.
properly in the smother. Can I get like,
They're cooked.
I don't know, somehow
And then
away with
put them
it,
in
with out of it?
put them in the barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
10 minutes just to finish them off.
Yes. I usually.
Because normally
like from
you
chicken
don't,
breast,
like, I don't normally work with the gloves, like, so this is a really big disaster
we-
for
we
me.
go to the market
We use the hand sanitizer and I use the
and,
protection tapes.
I'm always making it here because no one from my friends, I'm not doing that kind of barbecues. Everyone is doing just sausages for barbecue.
Yeah.
So I like the meat, so I say, okay, you can eat the sausage, so you want to eat the meat? And he's like, no, we want it as well. See,
I was just finding you're making this part.
You want this land? No, that's the one. Yeah.
Especially after 5 months.
Yeah, not used to the nails.
Whereas I had them on for 3 or 4 years before they had
It was
to come
getting longer and longer, yeah. I think the first sets they were a bit shorter and then, yeah.
off. I don't want them too short though.
Okay, I will just give you a nice medium length then.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the length of my last ones I had.
They were pretty long, like just about my length.
Yeah. I can't remember.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, they were pretty long.
Yeah.
That's true.
Maybe just a little bit shorter than that.
Mhm.
Just till I get used to them again.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's easier if you're going gradually, especially that's like we kind of changed the way we working, like with the nails on and with out of nails. It was so weird, like to press even the buttons if you have no nails on, and then again, same when you're getting them done.
Yeah.
So just about there.
Yeah, that should be okay.
Yeah.
I know I couldn't get used to not having nails.
Did you miss the buttons on the phone on the beginning?
Oh, I couldn't text.
Yeah,
I just couldn't do
it's so funny, isn't it?
I was typing spelling all the words wrong.
Okay, so I have cut all the tips. Then I clean it if there is any excess of the glue. And I'm going to show you on those maybe couple of the nails how I shaped them into the coffin shape. So because obviously the coffin, the longer it is, the more coffin shape it looks. But this is a nice decent length for a coffin shape. And then blend the difference, so all over. Blend the difference. So I'm filing into the V shape and I'm holding it also the file so I can get a nice and decent shape. Then blend the difference. And the same. Oh, check this one. And the next one. Like, as you can see it, I'm swapping, filing once one side, then other side, just so I don't overfile. It's better to check the shape this way than file too much and then you can't do anything. So file one side, other side. See, I give you another tip. You can see that the fingers goes a little bit like this way. So what you can do is you can squish it from underneath. And then this way it's easier to file the shape. I also double check it from this point of view. And that's better. I can still touch up this side a little bit more. And the next nail.
Yes, small town, small village.
So keep filing.
15 miles away.
And for coffin shape, you have to go really nice and straight up the free edge. Are this okay? The length for you? Yeah. Is your boy in school?
He's at nursery.
Nursery. How is he enjoying?
Yeah, he's really enjoying it. This is his second year now. So he was 4 on Saturday, so one more year of nursery and then
School.
Getting big now.
Yeah, I remember when he was just born. Times fly.
Feels like yesterday.
Actually, I'm going to do that on my own to don't keep you bored, and then I show you the next step. So I'm just going to do a little bit of the cuticle work. Put it to the reverse, sorry, and going the other side. You've got really nice cuticles. So at this stage I don't do full cuticle work, and then my next step is to check for any more shiny places. Like if there is any shiny place, the gel is not going to stick into that. Blue scrub to dehydrate the nail plate. Only the natural nails, we don't apply it on the tips. Extra nail dehydrator. Thank you. Again, only on the natural nail plate. And then the universal air bond. So especially around the cuticle area, if there is any lifting, that's the first places to go. So I want to make sure that places are prepped properly. Now I'm going to use the light rose fiber gel, and it's a really nice shade. It looks so beautiful on the nails. Nice and thin layer on the entire nail. Nice and thin layer on the entire nail. Nice and thin layer. And now on those ones we are going to do a glitter encapsulations. So I've got some glitter here. And a messy brush. The more messy brush you've got, the better it is. And now tiny apex. And the glitter. And we want to kind of fade the glitter as well, so at the top I'm just sprinkle it inside. I wanted to say do the same on the other hand, because each time when the one hand goes to the lamp, I'm swapping the hands and I'm working on the other hand. So when this hand is flash curing, I will be just starting filing the tips as well. My client was laughing like, what's she doing? Because that's not the routine we normally go through. I take this hand. So nice and thin layer, and then apex. The apex is really small because we are going to add more product to encapsulate the glitter. Okay, so dip in the brush, and on this one I'm pressing a bit harder more glitter, almost into the V shape, and then I'm just gently sprinkle it to fade it a little bit so it matches the Babyboomer look. Cook it. We are also going to use the clear gel for the glitter. I take this hand back again. And then here I can build up the structure. So nice and thin layer. Then the client's nail goes down. And I'm pick up the product for the apex. Inside. That was actually a mistake to don't file this hand. You should be doing just the usual routine. If you start feeling hot, just remove your hand from the lamp, okay? And kind of play with it in and out. So to slow down the curing process, we remove the hand from the lamp before it gets hot. Like, don't wait for it for your client to feel it hot. Always warm it a little bit before, and it's all just to slow down the curing process. Okay, I take the other hand, and I'm going to build up the apex here. So nice and thin layer. My apex, the nail goes down, so the gel does the work itself. Inside. Yeah, the radio has to be off when it's recording because it's a copyright, so the video wouldn't go through. Because normally we've got the radio and one of the ladies is asking like, oh, no radio on.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, and then I take this one. So I have to build up the apex on the thumb as well, nice and thin layer. And the warmer it is, the faster you have to work with your product. And it's same, it applies same to the gel and to the acrylic. So one side, other side, one side, other side. Inside. Then check for any shiny surface. Just exactly the same like we did at the previous hand. I'm just really, at this stage, I'm really only cleaning the cuticles from the nail plate. And at this part it is also great if there is any wee missing corners which you didn't blend with the file. This is the easiest way to do it. Okay, take the right hand again. Now, because they are kind of long nails, what I might need to do is I will just apply another very thin layer on the entire nails, just because it's pretty warm and the gel runs much more. So nice and thin layer. And then the clear gel, I'm going to encapsulate the glitter. So first of all, I'm starting more with the free edge, because I don't want to bring this glitter into the part which is pink. So only encapsulated the free edge first. And set. And then when they flash cure, I can work on this hand. I should actually do it just the usual way I do it. So normally I swap one hand, other hand, one hand, other hand, and I do exactly the same step at each part. So nice and thin layer. And when I'm applying the thin layer, I'm kind of pressing harder with my brush to make sure the gel attaches really well to the nail plate and to the nail tips. Perfect, change. And the last step we have to do on those nails with the application, pick up the clear. And now we can cover the entire surface of the nail and build up the apex. And because we have done it already, some parts of it, it is just a little apex we are adding on.
Are you happy with them?
Change. You can see the gel is really runny. Change. And the last scoop into that, and then they're ready to and then they're ready to file. So we can make them nice and pretty. Change. So I try to never go back with my brush, just because then we bring lots of air bubbles and we make a bigger mess on the nails. So once I have started going down the way, I keep going down the way until I reach the free edge. Change. Change. The reason why I have changed the hands this way was just because the other hand is not fully cured, but I don't want the gel to run from this hand. Oh my goodness, it's really like a water. Actually, I find it the nail application, the gel application is much quicker in the summertime just because of the gel.
Lovely, thank you.
Put your thumb only on the side, just like this, to freeze it for a couple seconds. I take the left one. Yeah. And now the glitter encapsulation.
Would you like to make another appointment?
Yeah.
Change. Cool, so I can shape this hand and I'm going to show you on 2 nails how I shape them, and then I finish the other hand and get back to you with the Babybomer application and the next step. So I will show you on those 2 nails. So nice and straight, and then going into the V shape, because we want to keep it those nice coffin shape. Then bring them up,
Tuesday the 15th.
file the free edge nice and straight around the cuticle, just to blend everything.
So that will be more than 4 weeks.
Okay,
About
It's more than 4 weeks, is that? Yeah. It's 27.
so for coffin shape I also like to do those motions of the files to bring it up, so, and checking the free edge. You don't want the free edge to be too thick, you want most of your product to be at the apex area.
and 3 4 weeks. And this is 4
Then
weeks.
this one.
So how about Friday?
So keep filing the shape into the V,
Thursday.
Thursday.
free edge
Okay.
around the cuticle area. And the glitter always goes matte after we file it, so when we put the top coat the blink comes back, and this is absolutely normal. Sometimes when I get the clients which have the glitter encapsulation first time, they're like, oh no, the glitter disappeared. So the glitter is going to show up after we put the top coat.
Nice. Wednesday.
9 to Wednesday, right? That's fine.
That's 12.
Okay, I also need to buff them.
Can you say the name?
L-E-A-N-D-N.
And your phone number?
0782
2
555 1046.
Anyway, bits and pieces which are sticking out.
Do you need a card? No.
No, send there, transfer it to my
Have a
house
lovely day. Good morning, Lisa.
Yeah, and that's this 2 filed, so I'm going to do it on the rest of them and then come back to you. Yeah, so that's them all filed and nicely washed. And now we are just going to do the bit of the cuticle work in the Babybomer.
Salon's nice and bright white.
I know, it's so much different, isn't
I
it?
know.
I prefer it actually. I mean, I did like the glittery
Yeah.
bits and parts, but I prefer it
Mm-hmm.
this way, much brighter. And I think it feels warmer as well. It was a disaster actually to take the glitter off.
Oh, I know that. must be
Imagine,
so
yeah,
hard.
it was ages, like, you know. We had some glittery walls, guys, in a salon before, so we have to scrape it all this glitter off to paint them white. It was actually really busy through the lockdown. Like, we didn't have much time to rest. So I'm just going to grab some nail form actually. Oh, come on, stay there. Sponge, clean the sponge because there might be some wee bits and pieces of the flowers. And you have been seeing me doing a Babybomer before many times, and you've got pretty nice and long nails, so I'm going to, sorry, bang the camera with the head. I'm going to go probably 3 layers because I want them to look nice and very pretty. Might actually even go more first, so my sponge absorbs a little bit of those gel. So the first layer, I'm kind of rubbing this in. And with the pink gel, I think Babybomer looks really beautiful. I'm doing it kind of V-shape, just so it doesn't go too straight. Like, you don't want the Babybomer to be too straight, it just doesn't look nice then. I might actually grab a fresh sponge. I don't like this one. So I have just took another sponge. The other one like didn't behave nice. And I want to do nice Babybomer, so I need a nice sponge. Okay, so the first one, actually I will just go over it. So another one, just a little bit lower. I didn't cure it this layer yet. Perfect inside. And now we are just going to do exactly the same in here. So you can see it, I'm doing kind of moving motion, not dabbing at this stage, but more kind of brushing. Change? Oh no, don't change what I'm doing. I think it might actually For rain tomorrow.
It was starting
Feels
to
like,
rain
isn't it?
rain when I came in.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I still want to enjoy the summer. Change. We have been spoiled anyway, isn't
Yeah.
it?
It was really warm over the weekend.
Yeah, fantastic. I think the part which I enjoyed the most of the lockdown was like the time spent outdoor in the garden.
I've been working the whole time, but from
Really?
home. Yeah.
From
though.
home. Oh no, we was working from home as well, like
Yeah, still at home.
working on the videos, new products, new websites. Change. So it's pretty busy, and obviously the renovation as well. Now the second layer, which I'm applying on, I'm more dabbing now. Change. And it's a really quick technique for a baby boomer. And the last one, because I want the tip of it to be much more pigmented like than the rest, so you got really nice gradation of the color. Very gentle dab. Change. See, I much preferred those kind of look to the baby boomer. I don't like it when it's too washed, kind of too pale. Yeah. Dagnia will be with you in a minute. Okay, so I just had something in there and I don't like it, so I'm just touching it up, and now we are going to change the hands and apply the top coat. Are we going for any crystals or anything?
We could do. What do you think? I didn't know with my first set if I should or not to get used to them.
Okay. So stick the way they are, and then the next time, or maybe just couple? Yeah, let's go for couple. So yeah, we're going for a couple of the crystals. Why not?
Oh, it's the first ones in 5 months.
Yeah, I love crystals. So I'm going to use the base gel for the crystals application, and I find that they last absolutely amazing. Like my nails are, should we put it ring finger, isn't it? Yeah, we put it on the ring finger. So I'm taking a drop of the base gel and I'm applying it around the cuticle. And then we are going to stick in some nice crystals.
Probably 15. I'll probably get them done again when I get my infills done as well.
That's 5, 15. Well,
I've got an appointment on anyway for to get my infills. September.
And then I also want some drop.
1st September.
Change.
Okay, inputs and eyeglasses.
And doing exactly the same in here.
Yes, thank you.
See you then.
See you then.
Okay, Emily, your hands for doubles.
So I've got one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Sorry? Okay. How do you feel about this one?
No.
when you're applying such large crystals, like, and using the base, it's good to change them and flash cure it, just so they don't move and they don't run away. Change. And when placing kind of bigger crystals, I always love it when there are some smaller ones around it. First of all, they secure it and make them last longer. And then secondly, the client's hairs are not going to catch because there is some graduation of the thickness of the crystals. So like I've got some smaller ones and then I've got some bigger ones. So I'm always doing it this way, like I would place the crystals and then I would go around it with the smaller ones. Yeah, how we couldn't not go for a bling. You always have some bling on your nails.
Always.
So I'm also putting tiny bit more here. And another one. Now I'm just kind of checking that. Oh, that's much better shape.
Thank you very much. We would like to next.
And maybe I just place one more.
Yeah. 4 weeks?
Change? Yeah, that's just makes them finish them off, isn't it?
You would like to birthday or
And this one moved. Oh no! Okay, guys, if something like this happen,
So much cheese roll.
I take really large cuticle nipper
I want to do bright.
right?
and I clip this crystal
Is there
off.
a flint? White and
Again?
Is there like a difference in price or is it all?
No, we're all the same.
I think I'm a
Thank you very much. The cream,
green, yeah, quite like green.
Clean it with the file.
like bright green or
I don't know, I like all these like little green ones.
I like this one.
Yeah, maybe a bit.
And replace the crystals which goes on straight.
Or I could go like all even like shiny ones.
This one.
I don't know. There's just so much choice. It's all so great.
Thank
you very much. Yeah, I like that one.
Or maybe this one.
So I'm making sure the crystals nice and straight. Thank you so much.
Very bright.
Okay, try to freeze it in a straight position so it doesn't move.
Or even this one.
Now I'm just going with the top coat on the Babybomer.
I think I'm gonna go green because then yeah. I think between these two.
Change.
These are the, yeah, these are the
I like this one,
I
but
think this one.
Yeah.
like bright,
Just putting a little bit more base on the side.
so
It's not so out there, but it's still nice.
it's more natural
Yeah.
green,
whereas
and
more
this
like-
is like unnatural green.
yeah.
And I can stick more crystals on.
Let's do. Oh, I quite like that as well, though. It's more like even less. Let's go this one.
This one, yeah. 69. Oh, 69.
Yeah, I think those crystals just finish it off. Okay, check the position of them and add a tiny bit more drop of the base. Bye bye. Now, I think I have picked one more. Can I double check it? I did.
Okay, wrap your hands.
Perfect. Change. So I can put the crystals on the safe place.
So we're going for
And then the top
a
coat,
little bit rounded shape.
it
Yeah,
goes
a little bit
just around the crystals.
So
We don't want to apply the
Really?
top coat over the crystals.
It's like in winter time.
Yeah. They're quite like grimy as well. I just need to my first manicure in a long time.
And the glitter looks really nice on the
And
nails as
brown.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're too short.
I know they're pretty short.
I love the time when we put the top coat and the
So,
glitter pops
are you
in.
from here?
No, I'm from the south, from London.
From London?
Yeah.
So what are you doing here? Traveling?
Walking.
Walking?
Yeah. 'Cause there's
Hills and everything?
yeah, there's the West Island Way.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I'm sure you get people coming through.
Are you
Um,
alone here?
No, I'm leaving tomorrow. So I think
I'm always also checking the light angles as well. Perfect. Change.
You
Yeah.
came with a friend?
No, I came by myself. I met lots of people walking.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but there were lots and lots of people. I'm meeting friends, but they've left now.
Mm-hmm.
So today I'm
Nice
just
and
like,
close to the cuticle,
hanging out,
cupping the
have
free
coffee,
edge.
Mm-hmm.
Write some postcards, get my nails done,
That's nice.
read my book. Yeah, just chill. It's a long
And
drive tomorrow. Like,
finally, you've got some nails
Yeah,
on after
4 hour
5
train.
months.
I know, I'm so
10 hour,
excited.
8 hour drive, so it's quite long.
Wow.
Get home. So
It's
nice
funny
to
how
go
our
to-
life's changing, like due to the
I'm from
lockdown.
here. No, I'm not from here.
But
I'm
you
from
live-
Latvia.
You're from Latvia,
Yes.
but you live here.
Yes.
Do you like it?
Yes.
How long have you been here?
1 year.
1 year. In Fort William.
Yes.
Why did you choose Fort William?
My grandmother lived here.
Really? She's
Yeah.
British.
No,
But she lives here.
Latvian.
Latvian, so.
She is living here already.
And I like to cure my top coat for 60 seconds, just so it has a really nice shine.
Home now.
Yeah.
The weather is good here. Like, okay, not good, but perfect.
I actually don't know how much I have put it on.
Did you move Latvia?
I have my
Change.
family.
Yeah.
And just in case, you know what, put it on the top of your other hand, so it cures,
It's beautiful
cures
place.
nice.
Really, like,
We want
I
that
miss
big
the
shine, huh?
country, like,
Yeah.
country, but there's work there is no good.
Oh, really?
Mm.
I actually maybe should show them like my ugly sets with the butterflies. But I don't have a
They
phone,
won a
but
competition
Yeah.
too on Facebook.
yeah, they did won the competition at the time because obviously like 10 years ago the nails was looking different and everything, but yeah, it's nothing like I do now.
No,
Yes.
I think it was glitter
And
ombre
the
with
prices
the
there
black
is almost the
butterflies
same
on
like here.
top.
Yeah,
So you can imagine.
but you remember it so well. I mean, the design was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was shape, which was misshaped. Like I think because they weren't pinched, they was a
Yeah.
bit wide, I would
Yeah.
say. I take this hand. So that's part which I didn't really like it. There wasn't even e-files available then, and
No.
there wasn't even a gel polish available at the time when we was doing them, because the gel polish came in just like what, maybe 6 years ago,
Yeah.
It's not so good.
6, 7
It
maybe.
was just glitters and
Glitters, acrylics, like yeah, completely different style of doing nails, guys. Then,
Sorry?
Are there nice people around here? Like, can you match
but yeah, I really like it. Nice and blingy.
Gee, my friend.
Nice and blingy, so.
Thank you.
For a client which was desperate for nails after 5 long months.
Thank you, because I'm not going to the pubs.
Yeah.
and Working almost every day.
Really?
Cuticle oil on. No, I'm glad we done the gems. It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yes.
Is he from?
I know, I don't even know why I hesitated.
Okay, what's
Yeah, it was like, James, no James, James, of course James.
Wow, 13.
Yes.
And I
He
take
came
this
here
hand.
when She was young.
What did he do?
No, he's doing
Yeah,
Yeah.
feeling, yeah.
microcovers in a fish factory. No, wait,
Yeah, I like the glitter too.
It's nice and subtle, but
Yeah.
it has a nice blink.
Yeah.
And you like it there. So
Yeah.
I'm like, do
So just rub that cuticle oil and we take a nice picture for a thumbnail. Thanks guys for watching Glittery Hacks and bye for now.